Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Project Management and Control. This video we will see what are the XER, XML and PLF files in Primavera P6. So as we are the planning engineers, when we want to share our project with our team or with client and consultant, it is always good practice and recommended to provide both the project file which is XER file and to share with them the screen setup or layouts in the form of project layout files, so we can provide this to our team members so that they have the same layout or column in their screen as we are showing them on our when they are we are discussing the program in on our screen, our systems. So this project file, which is XCR file and PLF file, can be provided individually to the other user team members or client consultant, or we can make a single zip file in the form of XML format. So before proceeding further, we'll see the project layout files. So the project layout file are created for each windows having in the Primavera P6. We have several windows in Primavera P6, which is for the activities, for the projects, for the WBS, and for the resources and project tracking. So all these windows have different layouts, and we can make PLF file for each windows. So if we make the layout file in the activity window, it will call PLF file for the activities. So in the same way, we can make PLF or project layout files for the project WBS resource and tracking. So when we are making this to implement, this is important that when we want to make activity layout file, we should be in the activity window. Or similarly, if you want to make the WBS layout file, we should be in the WBS layout. And similarly, at the same time, when exporting the layout file from other users, we should make sure that we are in the same window. Like for example, if we are exporting the activity layout file, we should be in the activity window. If we are in the WBS window and try to export activity layout file, it will not be exported. Primavera give us an error message to us. So in this now we will see when we are import and export the project file, which is XCR or a layout file in a file, we can make this individually, or we can make a single zip file which include project current project, its baseline, and the layout, all the layout associated with the project. So let's see this all in the Primavera P6 itself. That I have opened my one of my project which is related to a high-rise tower, and in this layout we are in the activity windows right now, and in the activities windows is related to activities information, and there's some information which is directly or only associated with the activities. This information we can show on activities window also. There are some information which are combined, we can show, like for example budgeted cost you can show in the activity windows also, in the resource window also, in the WS window also. But some information like predecessor, successor, or some other information are associated directly with the activity windows. So for this time, we have make one layout which is created activity ID, its name, duration, early late dates, total float, budgeted expense VOK cost, or assigned resources in the project. If you want to share this same layout with our team members or with the client or consultant, so we want to make a layout for this. So we just go on the top left corner and we see that under activities, you will find a layout. So in with the layout left, you will find an down arrow sign. So if you click this down arrow, a pop-up window will come up, and in the first one will be the layout. In the layout, you just select save as and just make it the layout name 005 project baseline layout. Okay. Now the most important and the item is that we have to select this available to. So if you select this available to, it will not go to project. Just have to select, make this sure that it will we have select the available to project. So it will related to the project. When we export the file related to this project, this layout file will be associated or will go along with this project. So we just, instead of current user, we select project, and you notice that the project name will be shown here. So we just save it here. Okay, once you save this one, we will make some changes here. And before suppose you want to share with your client or with the consultant that what columns will show in the updated program. So before going this one, I just make sure that the project is assigned baseline, and so you can see that project is assigned with baseline or not directly on from your screen. If you see on the screen, on the very bottom of your screen, you see some item like portfolio or projects. You can see my mouse arrow button, and I take my arrow button to the very bottom, and here you can see that baseline is shown. Baseline start tower and B1 is already assigned. So you can check it directly from here, this very bottom and project information, or you can go into project and you can see assigned baseline. The assigned baseline, you has project baseline and primary baseline. We already have one as a window, separate video which are demonstrating what are the project baseline. I recommend you to please visit my channel and see the project baseline. What are the different project baseline are there. So here for this project, we have the project baseline. If you click this drop down menu, you can see that we have two options: current project and baseline one. So we select this baseline one. After you make sure that the baseline are assigned and are selected, you just click this one and you show some additional column which is related to updated program. So you just go into the column window and then just remove the late dates and just open, click it here, project early start and project late finish. Project early start and project late finish. Okay, in addition to this, we don't need budgeted BOQ cost to be shown in the updated program. Similarly, labor units we don't need to show. Then we just go in the schedule percentage complete, and just show the schedule percentage complete from here. After duration, I show the project completion and then first performance percentage complete. So once you do this column shown, now we see we have activity ID, their name, duration, schedule percentage complete, performance percentage complete, start, finish, and baseline early start, baseline early finish. Finish date is shown here, so you just move this one up. Okay, and then just reduce the column width for the baseline start and finish. So now this is our layout we will want to show in our updated program. So we just show here and save as 010 updated program layout, and similarly we should select here project label and then save as. Now we have two layouts. So if you open the first layout, for example, if you go open and open the project layout baseline, if you open the baseline project baseline layout, which is activity ID, name, their duration, early late dates, total float, VOQ cost and expense. Similarly, we open the updated layout. Once you make sure that the layouts are okay, and we go again in the layout open. In the open, you can see that we have one project layout and one is the admin. So once we are making the layout and we are not selecting this as a project, so it will go in the admin. And sometime when you are exporting the project, the layout will not be able. We are not able to send layouts along with the XER file. So here we don't need this working layout, so we just delete layout. Once you have this all layout available, we go to the WBS layout. In the WBS layout, we already have WBS code, WBS name, total activities, budgeted at completion, budgeted labor units. We already all shown here. If you want to add more column, you can show from the column window, from the column, customize. For example, you have to show us in the journal, or you want to show us like percentage complete. You can show the performance percentage complete here. Okay, and then apply. And in this case, you can see what is the percentage complete for the separate for the different WBS in the WBS layout. When the all required columns you find are there, you can save this layout from the same way as we say select in the activity window. So we are now in the WBS window. We just go layout and make save as and make this 0 0 0 15 because we make 0 5 or 0 10 for the activity windows. Now 0 15 we are making for the WBS window. So we say that this is WBS layout, and then same way we have to select this as a project and save as. When you save this one, we go to resource assignment. In the resource assignment, we go this is our resource assignment window. You have a resource name, activity name, then name, activity ID, name is there, start, finish, and budgeted units. And here you can see that you as a resource assignment are shown here. So once you have, and this is community budgeted unit is shown here. So once you have this all required information you want to share with your team and consultant client, and you are very comfortable or confident with this layout, you can save this layout again in the same way we did in the activity window and in the WBS window. So we just click this down arrow button and go select layout and save as. And now we have 0 5 and 0 10 for the activity window, 0 15 we make for the WBS window, and now 0 20 for the resource time window. Similarly, it's very important to make this as a project. So once you select this one and all layout is done, we go again in the activities window. Now you want to export the file. So the export the file, the very convenient way and very confident way, the most of the all the planning engineers they are aware of this. We go in the export and we just take it as a Primavera XER file. When you go in the export dialog box, you will find there are several options are available to export the file which are related to the file format. So here we select as a Primavera XML file, which is very stable file format, and from here you can select the your Primavera version also. There is no 24.2 version is already available for a Primavera P6. I have the old version. So if you have the newer version, it is also advisable so when you're exporting the project to your other team members to make some smaller version of the project so that it is easy for other team members to open it before maybe they don't have the latest version of the Primavera P6. So already I in my power system the version is not that very latest, so I just select the I have one and then just select next. When we select next, we have to select the folder from where we want to save it. So the next, the project name will shown here. If you have several projects open at the same time, you will select the project you want to export. Here we have only one project open, so it is only one project and it is already selected. So we just go next, and here in the file name you will go where you want to save the file. So if you click these three dots here, it will browse you the system. So here if you go in the PC and then I browse my location and the export file, just I make one folder for the export file and then just make it uh, our star 1 baseline revision 1 revision 11. Okay, and then just select this XCR file format. There's only one format available, XCR. I just save as. So once we save it, we'll go and check in our folder that we have the same file or no. So once we do here, just we go into now our export is completed into Window Explorer and browse the location. We will save our file. So this is here and we make export file and here you see that we make a star baseline revision 11 and this is time 12:46. So if you see here the down 12:47, so just 1 minute before this program was exported, we just remove the old file from here. Now we export the file. Now we are going to export our layout file. So we are now in the active Windows layout. So we just open this down arrow button and select open. From this select open, we select the layout we want to open and then select export. And then export, we have to browse our location is same as we do before. So we just go in the same folder, export and make the project baseline layout. Similarly, we can go it for the update layout and same location and just save as. Once you do this one, we go in the WBS layout and then WBS layout the same way we export our layout open and then export and 015. Same way we go in the resource assignment down drop down layout and save as export and resource. Now you can see if we go again in our same folder we see that we have five files here. One is the project XCR file, and we have four layouts for the project baseline layout, update program layout, WBS layout, and resource assignment layout. So now you want to if you want to share this file with your team or client and consultant, you have to send these five files to them. And the other way that instead of making these five files separately means XCR file and PLF file separately, we can do it individually as a single file. So we just go in anywhere in either resource assignment window or activities windows and we go for file export. Now when the export dialog box come up, you will see that the several options are available as before, and this time we are going to select Primavera P6 XML format. So we just select XML format and go next. And when you select next, you have to select the project. If as we said before, we see before if you have several projects open at the same time, you have to export any one of them. So you need to select it because for our case only one project is open, so it is already selected. So just go next Here you select the project file name and location. So we just if you click double these three dots, it will take you to the same location. So for example, I will go here and select this as a project baseline. So before baseline, and I take it as final. Okay, so just remember that I put star revision 1, 11 and final. So once you select this file and file name and then the file type is as a zip. Okay, and then when you come again after specifying your name and location, you come again in the export window dialog box. You see that at the middle there's one option which is export all project level layouts. So if you uncheck this one, the project will open only with the XLF and only the XER file, not the layout file. So if you want to update load with the layout files also, you need to make sure that the export all project level layout should be selected. And then when you go here, okay, select it, and then we go next for export. One thing I missed it to tell you that when you select XML file and go next, and you are selecting the project in the select the project to export, here where you are selecting the project, there is one option which is available here, which is baseline to export. You can see my mouse moving. This is here baseline to export. If the project is already assigned the baseline, as in our case the baseline is already assigned, you just click here and baseline to export, select which baseline to export. If you have several baseline assigned and you want to select some baseline to be included with the XML file, you have to select it here. So in our project, there is only one baseline. So we want to export this baseline also with the our baseline program. So the advantage of baseline or XML file is that you can send baseline project, you can send the current project, and you can just layout file all together in a single file, zip file. So if you want to send the zip for the baseline program also along with the current layout file, you need to click this export button. So in this explore button, it will take you the it will take the baseline also along with the program. So once you do this one, again select next. Already we see the file name and location, and already we discussed that export all project layout all level with the project. So once you are sure, just make finish date. Sometime it depends on your system and the program and the program, as it takes some time. If the project, if the system is fast and program is not that much heavy, this can be very fast. But for my case, I think the program is a little bit big, so it will take little time. So I will come back to you soon. You can see that our export is complete. It takes a little time, so we have to be patient. Once you do this one, we have to go our folder, and you can see just I will browse, and I here this is our export file. You can see that time is 12:56. If you see down here, time is 12:57, so it is just exported. So if you double click this folder, you will see it will open you all the files. So we have, like for example, our PLF files. There's like for example, one is the activity layout, then 10, 15 is the resource assignment, and then you have the WBS layout, and then we have the XML file which is related to our program project file. So we have one project file and we have one, two, three, four, five, six. This layout files is double is 15. So it's okay. Now we have our one is the our XML file or project file, the other is the project layout file. So you can see that we open we extract all these files in a single file which is XML. If you see again in the window explorer, I just go in my browse my project. This is our file, one file. This one file contains several files with all the project file and the layout file. Here I have doubt here that this my program is not exporting the baseline attached. So there's maybe two reasons, because in other system it is working. So this is either this Primavera is not supported this option, or this is only because this program is still a baseline and there's no update, so that's why it is not taking the baseline also. So I will investigate this issue also. If you have, so please write in comments, so why it is happening like this, why it is not exporting the baseline attached with the program. So once you do this one and we do, now you can sense, you see that instead of exporting in each layout individually and each project and baseline individually, you can do it all in a one file as a XML file, which is zip format. Now, once we have done this one and you forward this XML file to your colleagues or your client or consultant, and you want to import this file into your system. Or suppose we get the file, and suppose when your team member they get this file and they are importing the file in their system. So we have here projects window. In the project window, there's one project I have, office building headquarter. So you can see here there's only one project, and we will import the project in this EPS. So we just go here in file, import, and just select project XML file and go next. And then we go and select the location. As we see this PC, we go C drive, and we have the folder, and then there's our uh, zip folder. So we just select this one and go next. And here you can see that import all project level layouts. This, and if you select this one, all the layout you selected will be imported along with the program. It is also taking little time because maybe this XML file is a little bit heavy, or sometime if your system configuration RAM also may be impacted. I have no idea. I will appreciate if you write something for this information in the comments. And now we have get import project. Now select the import action. So import action means create new project and import to which EPS you want to import. So we just select this one, and as we discussed that we have one EPS, which is Office Building HQ. So I select this one. It contains one project. So when we import, it will be two. And then the baseline to import, just select this one, this three dot, and there's no baseline. In fact, as I said before, I am surprised why it's not importing the baseline. I, this, there's maybe some reasons. So as I said, this program is itself a baseline, or this option is not available in the option or the for version I'm using. So by that, we'll just ignore this one and go next, and then update project option, default import template, okay, next, and then finish. You have to little for this one to finish the import. In this way you can see that we can do several things with a single click instead of doing every layout, because sometimes it will be, you feel irritating to individually import or export all the project layout or project file and baseline file individually, and then assign baseline and then assign layout. So sometimes maybe you will not be comfortable with this. So in the XML format, this all be done with a single click or with a one time click. So you just go here and you can see now in the office building we have to, this is start our project deep island. So we just select this project and open. Now it is imported there, and we open this one. Now if you go in, we are in the activity window itself. If you go in the activity layouts, open, you find that we have project baseline and updated project layout. So I suppose we need open the update project layout. We apply here. So you can see that we have activity ID, name, duration, schedule, and performance percentage complete, baseline dates, and early and late dates, and the total float. Similarly, if you go to resource assignment here, in the resource assignment, you can see that we have activity ID, name, start, finish, and budget unit. And similarly, in the WBS layout, you can see that we have the WBS and the performance percentage complete, activities, budgeted, POQ costs, and units. So in this case, you see that we lay out, we can import and export both project file, its baseline, its layout as a single file as a XML, which is a zip format, or you can do it individually. So I hope this video is useful for my fellow planning engineers, and they get some good information for you. And if you like it, if you like useful, please subscribe our channel and share it with your friends, so that this information will be available to other fellow engineers. And I will thank you for your time, and please write your comments, and comments. I will keep making helpful video for our fellow planning engineer. Till that time, thank you very much again for your time. See you again. Take care, and bye bye.